I've been getting quite a few people messaging me about the letting go technique, just asking for advice, saying that they're struggling, just a variety of different questions. So I was going to sort of share my own experience that I had this morning actually with the letting go technique, and also address some of those concerns. It'll just be easier for me to do in a video instead of, responding back to all of you. So the letting go technique is interesting, and I'm going to just sort of reiterate a few important points about it. It's the whole reason I started this channel. It was what my first few videos were even really about. It's what motivated me to even want to come on here and speak. So basically, the letting go technique is essentially something you do when you feel bad, quote unquote, when you're feeling any kind of negative emotions, whether it's sadness, whether it's depression, whether it's just a general malaise, whether it's anxiety, nervousness, fear, worry, jealousy, desire, the list goes on. You can also even use it for excitement and like a very sort of surface level type of happiness. If you want to even let go of that, you can use this to sort of let go of any kind of emotion that you may be experiencing. And you may not even realize that you're experiencing an emotion. You might just not feel good, or maybe too good, and you made a decision that you want to let go of this. The letting go technique is the practice that you want to use to do this. And essentially what you do is, it comes from the book Letting Go by David Hawkins, which I recommend that book, but you really don't even have to read it because there's been so much content and stuff written about it that it's quite simple. What you do is, when you're feeling these feelings, you relax your body and you let the feeling just be there. You try to pinpoint maybe where you feel it in your body. Mostly we'll feel it in our stomach. That's where I carry a lot of tension. That's where most people carry a lot of tension. Your chest maybe. Hold on, I'm trying to get into the better light here. Your stomach and your chest are going to be the two places where you're going to feel the most like emotions like worry and fear and jealousy, and if you're experiencing heartbreak, you might feel that a little bit more in your chest. But I've noticed that the stomach, really, we hold a lot of tension there, and our shoulders as well. So what you do when you're feeling these sorts of emotions is you relax your body, you try to pinpoint, you try to notice, where do I really feel this emotion? And you really want to relax your body and put all of your awareness on that specific part of your body. And this can be challenging for people who aren't used to just like sitting and being in touch. Like, they aren't used to feeling. Like, we're so stuck in our heads just with our ego and the busyness of life, and we're not used to really just sitting and being in touch with our emotions. So this can take a lot of practice, and it can take a lot of time to really be effective. So that's why when a lot of people message me and they're like, I don't really feel anything, I don't feel different, it's not really working, you gotta just be patient. You really gotta be patient. I did a guided meditation actually, which I'll link below, that I thought was pretty good, and I'll also put the one down there that I used that really helped me a lot. When you're doing this process of relaxing your body and really letting, you have to really just let the feeling be there. You almost want to invite it in. You want to drop any kind of resistance you may have to it. You want to almost meet it with compassion and love. You don't want to consider it as something bad or something that you're trying to get rid of, because the more that you do that, the more it's going to persist. And the reason, what inspired me to do this video just now is because I'm always amazed that when I do the letting go technique, it seriously works like magic. Like, seriously, it almost feels like I took a pill that just made it go away. And it probably took me some time to get there. I've been doing it for a few years now. Sometimes I kind of forget about it even. And, we get so caught up in life that sometimes I don't even realize, even on days where I might be feeling a little, some nervousness or some emotions or something, and I forget about it almost. But I was feeling a little worrisome this morning, actually all day yesterday pretty bad, and then this morning. And when I first woke up, I did it. I just laid in bed and just completely, you want to really relax your entire body. Really, I always suggest you lay down. Really relax your body, really melt into whatever you're laying on. And put all of your awareness on where you feel the feeling and just let it come up. Let it be there for as long as you need to. It might take 5 minutes. It might take 10 minutes. It might take an hour. You have to learn to just sit with it. You see, our emotions are not something that we're supposed to avoid or force away or shun or run from or mask with alcohol. We're supposed to feel them. Our emotions are all pointers. They're all there for a reason. And when you can learn to let the energy of the emotion run its course through your body, you are going to feel amazing. And that's why I wanted to do this, because I feel so much better than I did yesterday. It's amazing. It's like a night and day difference. The one thing that's really important to remember is that you're not going to solve anything that you might be feeling, anything that might feel as a negative emotion. Any of the emotions I listed earlier, you're not going to solve any of them through the mind. You're not going to solve them through the intellect. You're not going to solve them through, if you're worried about something, constantly trying to replay scenarios in your head and, if you're worried about something, the best thing you could do is try to prepare for it, but constantly ruminating about it in your mind and replaying scenarios and replaying potential worrisome stories is not going to help you get through this at all. Same thing if you're struggling with things in the past, regret, guilt, stuck in your mind, you wish you did something different. Constantly replaying it in your mind is not going to solve it. You have to focus on the physical emotion. You have to focus on the physical sensation you feel in your body. So that's really important to remember. So when you're doing the letting go technique, and let's say you're trying to get rid of an emotion pertaining to, somebody leaving you in your life, like a breakup or something, you have to let go of any story that may be behind it, anything that your mind might be trying to tell you. This is why it's important to develop a regular mindfulness meditation practice, because you really want to train yourself to have the awareness to stay focused on something for a long period of time, because you're trying to put your awareness on that physical feeling and hold it there. And you have to really feel it. That's what I did this morning. I really tightened my body up and really just felt everything. This is also called, I think Eckhart Tolle calls it inner body awareness. I mean, every spiritual teacher or whatever has it probably a different name for it. I like inner body awareness because that kind of that's, you really want just practice right now. Just take your hand and just feel your hand with your hand. Just feel the hand. Put all of your awareness just on your hand. That's what you want to do with the emotion that you might be feeling, the feeling you might be feeling. You want to put all awareness on it, and you want to turn the mind off and just hone in 100% on that emotion. But that's really important to remember, is to not let your mind is going to pull you away and it's going to distract you. So you really want to get better at that. You could sort of also focus just on your breathing while you're doing it. That can be very helpful as well. Just breathe in and out through your nose and just focus on that, and also put your awareness on your physical body. So that's the most important point, is to remember that this is a very physical thing. This all comes down to feeling. We don't know how to feel, and it will change your life. You'll start just feeling good all of the time. This is how if you read the book Letting Go, you know that this is how your consciousness raises. by actually feeling your physical sensations, your physical body. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can explain that better, like inner body awareness, or how to like feel, but I don't know. Like, you just got to feel. Just get out of your head and just feel. Don't overthink it too much too, because that can create another set of problems. And when it works, you'll know, because you'll just, like, if you're ruminating about something in your head, whether it's something you're worrying about in the future or something that happened in the past, and you're constantly going over it in your head, once you do the letting go technique and get rid of the feeling, the thoughts also kind of subside, and you won't be thinking about that thing so much, or that person. Most of the stuff with this is going to relate to things that have to do with other people. You'll come to find it's something, kind of an insight I had recently. Like, it very rarely has to do with, I mean, maybe if you were the victim of like a natural disaster, maybe that's something you would let go of. But I would say the vast majority of things you're trying to let go of are going to deal with fear, rejection, maybe guilt in the way you treated others, not feeling accepted, that kind of stuff. Most feelings we want to let go of have to do with other people, which is interesting. I'd be curious to hear if you're trying to let go of anything not related to that. I can't really think of anything other than, like, maybe your house got ruined in a hurricane or something like that. Or maybe some health problem. That's probably another thing you can let go of. Maybe you're scared about a health problem that you might have or might think you have or something. I guess that could be another one as well. For me, it was mostly things pertaining to other people. But yeah, you got to be patient, and you have to have a certain level of like discipline too. Like, nothing's going to change if nothing changes. You know what I mean? If you can't sit down and really do this and really focus on this every day, you're not going to feel, you feel free when you do it. That's the thing. When you finally get it right and you realize, like, oh, because you can do it, I get not really wrong, but I guess you can. Yeah, you can kind of do it wrong, because you're too stuck in your head. You're not really feeling the feeling. You're resisting it. You're not really letting it be there. It just takes a lot of time and practice. And when you get it right, you'll know, because you'll just feel so light and free. It's crazy. It really is crazy. It really works like magic. So yeah, I guess that's just really all I really wanted to share today. Thanks again for tuning in, and see you guys in the next video.